Hello, we're live. Ooh.
Okay. Right. It doesn't show it.
Wait, let's see. Let me pull up mine too. I gotta turn my phone on vibrate. No, mine's not showing up. Hang on. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not showing up?
I don't know. Okay, let me click on it from my Facebook. Okay, now I got the notification that you're live.
I just found mine too. Okay.
Yeah, you're live.
Okay, now I got the notification that you're live. I just found mine too. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be talking about, do we want to wait for a few minutes? Or do you want to jump straight to it?
I am a guest here.
Okay.
I don't make decisions today.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just wait a few seconds. Actually, I do need to grab my notebook right here, actually. Where is my...
I have to say, I don't like the title that you titled it because it says legalistic Christianity with tequila. It makes it look like I am a legalistic Christian.
Should I go edit that?
I'm going to say please do because you hell to the no.
Okay, I'll edit it when we get off here because it lets me do it with the feature.
We need to make sure everybody knows that tequila is not a legalistic. You know what? I need to type it down there. You need to.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to type it and pin it to the comments.
Amber is here. Amber, I am not a Christian. He titled. Yeah, she titled it so wrong. Can't. No.
Why am I trying to figure out your name? How to spell your name when I know what tequila is spelled like?
Your friend Enchanted Orange Blossom is here.
Yes.
Y'all, I want to say it one more time. Tequila is not a legalistic Christian.
I'm typing. Hang on.
Really muffed up the title of this video.
It's sick. Christian. No one is legalistic here. That's what I'm putting.
Yeah, that's what you should have titled it. No one is legalistic here with tequila. Thank you. Leave that up for a while.
Yes, there we go. Now I feel a lot better.
Absolutely not.
Thanks for pointing that out because I would have been sitting there going on.
Look, I read it and I'm like, look, that doesn't look right. No. I could never be.
I know. So that's actually, I was just going to jump straight into it. Do you, okay. So one thing that I did want to talk about that I talked about on my other live the other day is the legalistic religions and how they are affecting a lot of people who do want a relationship with Jesus and who are wanting to connect with him. Legalistic religions are the crew that makes sure you follow the Old Testament to the T. They believe in the Old Testament. They believe in the old ways that when Jesus wasn't even around, there was no mercy or love around at the time. And so that's what legalistics believe in and they work in. And growing up, actually, in a legalistic household, a lot of them would not even celebrate holidays. A lot of my family did not celebrate holidays. I know that for sure because Easter is demonic to the legalistics. Christmas is the only holiday that is accepted into the legalistic religion because Christmas is the day Jesus was born when really it's probably something else. But yeah, exactly. And so
I get argued with about that being the birth of Christ. I'm like, look, even me, I don't celebrate my birthday on the day of, you know, I want to pick a day and that's the day I want to celebrate, whether we have proof of it's this day or if it's in April or when, because there's a few different dates that people argue back and forth. Like, it's okay, let me do my thing. I'm not, you know, but let me do it. My birthday's on the 9th. Sometimes I celebrate it on the 20th. Sometimes I just don't do it, you know?
Right. Well, it's all about control when it comes to legalistics. It's all about control. If you think about it, some of the churches, you have religious and then you have legalistic, and I should have really just titled it both, but the difference is legalistics are the ones who bow down to their preacher. They don't actually get any information about how to connect with Jesus. Hello. The religious ones are the one who keep God in a box. They don't believe in spiritual gifts. They don't believe that you can.
Well, I also believe that he's just went to go pick up something. Okay, Junior got onto him. Sorry, got our business out there. I also believe that they weaponize also God, and I don't appreciate it. Most people appreciate it, and it ruins the effect that a relationship with Jesus could be because of how it's weaponized as well.
Exactly. I mean, if legalistics, they don't want to admit it, but they practice magic and they practice bindings on a lot of people. I mean, if you think about the words they tell you to put you in fear, if you think about how they use anything you've been through against you, saying that this is why you're going through this is why you're going through this hard time, you're going through the book of Job. Like, Job went through a lot. He got a lot of stuff taken from him, and the legalistics like to use that. Well, if you do this, then this is going to happen to you. If you do that, then if you mess with them tarot cards, then the devil's going to come snatch you up. If you listen to that music, you're going to hell. If you do that, then your kids won't grow healthy. That's all bindings. You know what I mean? And so it's really hard. Weapons. Yes. And control. And people, I'd rather be around a religious than a legalistic, honestly, because legalistics to me are like the darkest side of psychology. They're the darkest sides, the narcissists, the ones with the pride who think that they're God and that my church is going to follow me and give me all your money. And then I'm going to be nice to you in return, or if like a lot of petty things they do, I know for sure is when people on the crew, like the singing, the teachers, the visitors, everybody that comes to some churches for, we're having so-and-so come and preach this word. And if you notice, a lot of them, it's like they have a hierarchy. There's like several different legalistic people who have control over another preacher or another person in the ministry. And have you ever noticed that? Like, if you ever
governed by, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
And the control of what they're preaching, and it's just, there's a lot that goes on, which makes it very difficult for people to find churches.
Exactly. That's why a lot of people run from Christianity, because of the forms that are being used to attack, I mean, think about what were we gonna say?
There was this one, because I was looking around, which I still have hope, but the odds don't look good for me that I'm going to find a church that I can have as a home base. But I was looking into this one Baptist church. And I'm like, well, you know what? They got some good music in some of those, like jamming, and I looked it up, and they were having a dinner. If you weren't baptized at that church, you had to sit separate from the other people. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I said, also means you're not allowing homeless people to come in there and eat either, right?
Right.
I can't get down with that. That does not make sense. That is not the Jesus that I know.
Right, exactly. And I don't think Jesus put regards on anything or any limits or rules. A lot of them like to enforce rules. You have to be this way to have a connection with Jesus. There's so far to go to say that if you are any other thing than they are, then you are completely lost and blinded to your ways in the world. The legalistics really believe that that some of us are out here going to hell when we're all actually doing our own thing with Jesus, and they're the ones spitting and preaching brimstone and sulfur and all these things.
They're sinning right out of their mouth. Everything that it's just, if they believe in those sins to be true, and that's what gets me. If they actually believe what they're preaching, they wouldn't preach what they're preaching, which makes me believe that they don't believe, and that they're just there as a showman for the money and all that. Because if you believed what you were preaching, you wouldn't be preaching that way.
Exactly. I like to call those types of Christians, they're wolves in sheep's clothing, because all they're there for is prosperity. Yeah. They're not there to spread the message.
And too many people forget what they're at these places for, and they end up making the pastor, the preacher, wherever you're at, that becomes their God. That becomes their word. And they forget that, no, that's just a man.
Exactly.
You know, you can get messages from people, but it's not, they forget. And then they get on this pedestal like, oh, okay, I have 100 people watching me now. Oh, I have 200 people watching me. I have 300 people watching me. Their head gets big.
Right, exactly. And when you're genuine about it, the one thing, like, getting behind a pulpit scares me.
I like that. Window display Christians.
Yes.
I like that.
When she said that, it reminded me of window shopping, like we were talking about.
That's
like,
good.
That pastor looks nice. Oh, but he's talking about this. No, I'm good.
I mean, the hatefulness it isn't a part of what that religion's supposed to be at all.
Exactly.
At all, point blank. And the Bible is amazing when you're trying to get close to Jesus, but you also got to remember that it's only inspired by God's words.
Exactly.
It's written. Like if you tell me something and then I go with the next message, it's not going to have everything in it. It's going to be twisted a little bit, and
right.
You got to remember that as well. So and how many books are missing from the damn thing blows my mind.
Exactly. And what makes me laugh is when a legalistic tries to use outdated scripture to make their point. Like, I remember hearing this one a lot. Deuteronomy, suffering a witch not to live. That one was always thrown at me as a child.
But that's also a word that's been changed around.
Right.
Because it wasn't always witch.
Exactly.
And that's another word that was changed around, just like what they say about, gay people when it tells you not to basically lay with children. Or a man with a boy, so you don't need to be a child molester.
Exactly.
But switched it around, in gay relationships whenever that was quite common in those times. Like
exactly, legalistics like to mush together what really don't go together. They think that pedophiles are LGBT members or the whole community when there's a lot of them that are not.
Well, like I'm going to say right now, the man who kidnapped me at 5 and raped me was a straight white man. So let's go from there, right? And people that I know, they were all straight men that's happened to. Unfortunately, I know way too many people who have been in these situations by straight men. Mm-hmm. Too many women. So I can throw that in.
Period. You know what? Go ahead, Miss Tequila. He said, yep, King James was afraid of witches. I already know it.
Yes, I heard that. Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the book that he wrote, the Witchcraft Encyclopedia or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
I had heard that he changed it in his version because he was afraid of witches. I think Rowan told me that.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Don't quote me because you know that I'm not a quotable person.
Me neither. Like I heard somewhere that he actually wrote a book on how to work with demons.
Wow.
So like there's so much research that you could do, but King James.
Say the word for me because I can't say it.
Apocrypha.
Hypocrisy.
Are you talking about hypocritical or apocrypha?
Yes, hypocrisy. I can't say the damn word. And with all these people, it irritates me. Like what is good for them is good for them, but it's not good for everybody else.
Exactly. It breaks my heart though because we have so many people that think that Christians are just POSs and liars and hypocrites, and really that's not what. If you want to go deeper, Christianity does not even represent any type of limited or religion. It's about a relationship with Jesus. It's about connecting to him, learning about him, learning his ways, learning why he did what he did and why he resisted a lot of things that he was tempted with. Legalistics like to turn it into a whole life lesson about
the word. Sola Ember. That's the word that I couldn't get spit out of my face.
Hypocrisy. Yes.
You didn't say it right. Hypocrisy. Oh, I said it. Hypocrisy.
Yes, period. As long as you got it down, I didn't. So much. No, I really feel like a lot of legalistics are in churches more than they used to be. Like there's a couple of well-known preachers all over the world. There's one of them. He scares me personally, because the legalistic is so on him, and you can tell that people are under his control. I can't remember his name, but I know he just looks not right. He looks like he's not even, he looks
So
wicked.
the one that has those crazy eyes, like
Yes. Where he was
Yeah.
like, I didn't, what did he say? He was talking about demons. The ladies,
something Graham.
yes, him. He looks like he looks like he eats people. Sorry, but I'm just saying he looks like he literally eats people. And it's just like, oh no. I guess he really wanted to be covered by the blood, because that's not how you're supposed to cover by the blood of Jesus. I guess
it's a metaphor. Need it on you.
I got to. Oh my God. My Wi-Fi is lagging out. And then, can you still hear me?
No, I haven't seen any lag yet. So,
huh?
I haven't seen any lag. I'm still adjusting to my new glasses.
Oh,
so did Daddy play ball with you? Oh, you look tired. So this apparently it really hits home to you because you wanted to do an entire video on it.
Yeah, like you said, I was gonna do religious and legalistic, but the legalistics are more dangerous than religious. And okay, let's see what this says. I tried a church a couple months ago, and during the worship, I looked around the congregation, and it was all white people. I was like, something is not right.
Yeah, and see, me as a white person am uncomfortable in a room full of white people like that. Like, it's just not. I don't know. It's not my jam. Maybe because I was always raised with such diversity that I'm not comfortable in spaces like that. So yeah, like it's weird for me too.
I remember in my old church, it was called Lee's Chapel, and there was this.
It turns out it was a church the Proud Boys attended.
Yeah. Why is mine loading so slow? Let's see. Okay, let's go back to this just in case somebody else comes in and they think you're legalistic. Let's go put it back.
I am not legalistic. Let's just say that now because there's a few more people in here. I am not a legalistic Christian.
When I get off here, I'm gonna be trying to fix the title, and it's gonna be like, you cannot change because the live is done.
No, you can when it's over. You can change it for sure. But like,
okay, good.
I don't know why I didn't notice it before, but I looked at it when we went live, and I'm like, bro, no.
I didn't notice it either. I was just legalistic Christianity with tequila. I should have said chat with tequila.
Yeah, because no. Do you want to ask anybody if they have any questions? You got about 7 people here.
I literally was about to say it, but thank you for saying this. I didn't have to.
Sorry, not my channel. My bad, y'all.
No, you're good. I was gonna ask, but I gulped before I can even ask the question. I was like,
Did you want to ask if they had any questions?
Hang on here.
I'm gonna rest my eyes.
If anyone does have any questions, please ask. I'll answer, and Tequila will answer.
You know what we need to do is, like, in every city, we need to create a church for people like us who are not really comfortable with being part of those kind of churches. That you just have to have this openness to everybody. Like, right. It needs to be like a thing everywhere. So we also have somewhere to go, because I want somewhere to go. I want fellowship. You know what I mean? And I can't find it, and it's annoying.
Right.
And it should be.
Me neither. I don't.
There's more of us than them. You know, the Christianity population has gone. What did they say? It's gone down in the last couple of years by 30%. So, like, there's more of us than there are of them. So why can't we also have some place to go? We ain't got to call it church.
Right. Bible study. Let's have Bible study.
It is lonely. Exactly.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we could start doing a Bible study on live.
Yeah. You would need to explain it to people so people would show up, that it's not like, you know, the regular, which you would think in a Bible study.
Right.
Which you would
mean,
get.
That would have to be explained to the T, so no one's thinking that it's some mumbo jumbo legalistic, do this, do that, don't do this, and don't do that. So, I mean,
I would be down for that. We would need to make it to be regular. That way we would be in habit of being there. And at least we can get online since we can't, because I literally, that's where I Bible study at. See right there. That's my corner of the world with my books and my altar right there with Elvira. That's where I sit. Well, I'm not alone because I have 8 dogs, but you know what I mean. They don't read.
I would actually love to start a Bible study, though. I mean, we talked about it before, but life, I would love to, because there's a lot of legalistic keynotes in the Bible to watch out for. People who are very selfish. And when I mean selfish, I'm not talking about like, oh, look at me. I'm talking about, no, this person could have $1 million and you could be struggling and you've been good all your life. And this person's going to say, no, have you tithed to the church? Mm-hmm. So there's so many signs. Also, people who are sleeping with other people's spouses like that. And then they go to church and talk about don't do adultery. That's, that's such a,
that's the hypocrisy. Oh, damn it. I didn't get to say it right the third time, but that's what I was talking about. The hypocrites that I'm talking about. It just, it's like, don't say stuff out of your ass when you're doing it. We are all sinners in the eyes. You know what I'm saying? We all do things, but when you're judging, I feel like it's worse. I do. It just chaps my ass.
Well, judgment, you're talking about judging, and legalistics like to preach when they get called out. No, the Bible says do not judge. I'm not judging. I'm just saying how it is. No, you're not.
The same thing. Like you are judging.
And actually, Christians don't want to read this part in their Bible, but it says in the Bible that however you judge someone, that God will judge you the same way, but even more times than you did with that other person. So it makes me think, like, if I go out, like, I'm human. I still have my moments where I judge people and I'll make faces because I'm human.
Because we're human. It happens. I try not to, but when I see people out and about with their booty cheeks hanging out, I'm just like,
right.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So it happens. It happens to us, and it's not cool. Like Joy says, Christians are the meanest people that she's ever come across.
Right.
They're mean to each other. They're mean to other people. And it has a bad taste, and like everybody's mouth, it leaves a bad taste.
Right. And think about all the people who are innocent and really want a connection, and they really want to learn and say they are it's hard. I'm seeing a lot more transition this year than I've ever seen in my entire life, and growing up and seeing people become Christian or pagan and going back and forth. It's been the biggest transition this year of people leaving Christianity or in either going to paganism or atheism. And there's nothing wrong with whatever you believe. You have your right to your belief or your opinion. But the thing is, though, those could have been really amazing connections, and these people could have grew because Jesus brings life. And when he brings life, we bring what we need, what we want, and what we desire. And
you can have both. Sola Ember, you can have both.
Right.
If you don't put a title on it and don't worry about people and their judgment, you would be able to live just like I do. You know what I mean? I have an amazing relationship with Jesus, and I've learned a lot about him. It's very much like pagans with their deity. If you get to know your deity outside of all the stuff that people talk, that I never read because I was with Hecate for over a decade. I was like 15 years, I think, maybe 17. I can't remember. I never not once read a book on her. Never, ever read a book on her, but I had everything pretty much the same like other people who read the books about what she needed. But I had that connection with her. She spoke to me. She told me things, but I didn't read the books. I didn't listen to people and their nonsense because I worked on that relationship. And that's what I do with Jesus. I've worked on that relationship with him, and it's still a work in progress. And I'm doing things with him. I don't do harmful magics anymore, but I still do my other things. We found some bird nests in the front yard. Remember we were talking bird nests, and I have them in the house because those are good uses for what?
Protection. And other things too.
You can have both. That's my point. And
I mean, if you, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, my channel. I need to shut up. Go ahead.
No, you need to speak. You need to use. Come on. But what I was going to say is, Cora, you said I'm somewhere in between, I think, and Sola said I go back and forth. And honestly, if you think about it, and you read Matthew to John, I think it is, when Jesus was alive, you'll see that he practiced a lot of things that related to paganism. So I really feel like the legalists have damaged people's brains so much with, oh, well, Jesus did this and Jesus did that and blah, 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 blah. And
and when you remove those titles, because I don't go by Christian.
Right.
I don't do it. And that's because it's a damaged title. It has been. Hopefully it won't be forever, or maybe one day I'll be more inclined to take that. But to me, it's kind of like, I'm not taking my ex-husband's name because he's tarnished. So I'm not taking this name. But also being pagan as well. I don't claim that anymore either. Even though you would look and you'd be like, okay, she would be considered a Christian witch. Don't put that title on me, because that's not what I'm down with.
Right.
I don't need the title to live my spiritual path and practice my magic. I don't need a title. You don't have to do that for me. If you want it, hey, that's great. If you want it and it makes you happy, I'm happy for you. I'm not there.
Right.
And I don't have to be there. And neither do y'all.
Right. And like, if you mess around with titles though, even though you need one, it's so funny because you laugh at it. Like, remember how many titles I went through? Like, I'm not embarrassed to say, like, I went from one thing.
Because it's your path.
Because we love. Exactly. And the titles, though, what I'm learning, though, in my research right now is that titles and words have a lot of power to bind you to what you're saying to yourself. And titles are really good. I don't know who's watching, but I really feel to say this, that I don't know who this is, but your life is definitely going to be worth if you just put a lot more effort into it. And I promise that you're going to get through whatever you're going through. I don't know why I'm feeling this. This is so weird, but no one can tell you what you're worth. And that I'm just going to say this. Ending your life will not change anything. There's hope. There's definitely hope, and you can get through this. I don't know who this is for. You're going to have to let go and just go with God. You're going to have faith that everything's going to work out. Or if that's your belief, or if you believe in something else, then you need to rely on your deity to get you through what you're going through. I don't know who this is for. And that's it. That's all I had. Sorry.
It hits like you're going to watch it later, when you're told to share a message, you need to jump on that.
Yeah, that was weird. Hit me out of nowhere. Usually I try to note. So I hope that helped whoever. Speaking of people,
why are you crying? Don't cry. Are you just feeling the energy? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when you get practitioners, and if you want to call yourself witches or whatever, that's totally fine, because I called myself one for a lifetime. And you bring in the spiritual path of God and Jesus, the energy is so intense, like insane. Like, it's insane. Seriously. Oh my goodness. See, we need to do something, because people like Sola here need groups and people to talk to, just like we do. Like, I sit here so lonely, because pretty much everybody I knew is pagan, is a witch, and their own. They try their best to be comfortable around me, but some people are still uncomfortable around me, even though I'm exactly the same person. And I even still get advice to people about spell work and stuff, even if it's certain spells that I don't do anymore. It's not my problem. That's not my problem what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do with it. And some people are so uncomfortable, and they get so lonely. My phone is so quiet now. It is. It's so quiet.
Well, a lot of times it's because they think you're going to have to change into this structured, legalistic person when you're not. You're just I literally switched deities. That's all I did. I switched deities.
And if you cuss and say words that, might seem like it's going to offend me, it's not going to offend me, because I didn't say it. I'm not gonna flinch. I'm not gonna look at you funny. That's your thing, you know. I'm just not that person. But it does seem like, I think today's video, if it showed anything, is that we need to put some kind of group together. You need to put a group together that I can attend.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I got distracted for a minute. What's her name? Ember. I don't know. I pulled a card for you, and what I'm feeling to tell you is you need to get control of your mind. I don't know if no, let me correct myself. I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. I don't know what your beliefs is on the devil. I pulled a card for you, and basically what I'm hearing is that you need to renew your mind. If you believe in the devil, you have power over him to make him leave. What he's doing to you, you're under some type of spiritual attack for a blessing that's trying to come through for you, maybe. I'm not going to pull more cards on that because this wasn't a reading video.
No, let's do it. Let's see. Look at the card that I pulled.
Okay, that's so pretty. Look at the page.
It says follow the call of your heart.
Right. And there's
divine guide. That's beautiful.
I don't want this to sound wrong, but the card I just pulled it means victory, but it's got, I don't know how to explain this because I'm a little flustered that I'm reading right now, and I've never read on live, so I'm a little flustered right now.
Everybody here is here for the same purpose. No judgment zone right here. No judgment, no calories here, so eat what you want.
See, why don't you just start doing this with me every day, okay?
Yeah. No judgment, no calories. That's what's happening here.
I feel that, I don't want to say this wrong, but it's time to grab a hold of your practice and your beliefs and start putting them into action. It's time to start getting there. It's time to start doing some uncrossing, some cleansing, some protection, even if you don't feel like it. The thing is,
oh my God, look at, okay, because I just pulled 2 cards for her, and what you just said, this says Panther protection, find your strength in darkness.
Okay.
And then it says use your power of time and cycles. And you're literally over there saying the same things.
Sorry.
Yes.
I mean, it's double confirmation. It's confirmation for her. I mean,
that's so great. No, that's that. When it happens like that, I love it.
I know. I don't know. I was saying this earlier and I didn't get to finish because I really got interrupted with the message. So I'll try to get back to it. But I don't know your beliefs on Satan, but I do believe that he's an entity that tries to bring negative aspects of things into your life, and he tries to drain of your energy. And I really feel like pushing through this moment is definitely going to be a lot of blessings for you in the end. Trust me, I went through my own test today. And once you push through, you're going to succeed and feel a lot more better. How do you not know that if you push through this moment that the enemy is speaking into your ear, telling you you're not good enough? Oh, that person's not going to love you, or oh, this and that. Oh, you're never going to get caught up. Well, guess what? Because you are a practitioner of whatever you believe in. Let me see. I can't. It's dead. It's dead. Oh, and I was telling my husband that something is trying to break free, but I'm not sure how to let it out. I don't know why I got a picture of this, but you need to do something with, you need to do jar magic and go bury it at a cemetery. I don't know why I got an image of that. I don't know.
Some people aren't comfortable going to the cemetery, but you can find a crossroads anywhere and get pretty much the same effect.
Right.
And a crossroads can be in a park where you have 2 paths crossing each other. There's also a way to create your own crossroads if you're that advanced in your magics. But if you're not comfortable with the graveyard, you can get the same effect at the crossroads, and you can find crossroads anywhere. You can even find it where there's no concrete path. You don't need a concrete path to find a crossroads. Like if you're in the woods and you're seeing something that looks like people's paths have crossed, there you go.
Right. Thank you for explaining that, because I only know about the cemetery. and even though I worked with Hecate, I still never really delve into that aspect of her. So I never even
you didn't have to. That wasn't part of y'all's relationship. You know, like I said, I never read a book. Everything that I learned was flat on relationships or stuff that was handed down to me or from actual practicing.
Look at you. Sorry, Simba. I know you don't like that.
Oh, he doesn't like snappy snaps.
He don't like snaps. He's like, "What'd I do?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, come here. I'm so sorry. Where's the little thing I typed earlier?"
That we're not legalistic. If there's anybody new here, we're not legalistic.
We're not. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. No one is legalistic.
No, she had a dream about a cemetery and a lion the other night. Ooh.
That right there.
A lot.
Okay, so what I'm feeling for that, I don't, like I said, I don't really know your beliefs on anything. But for me, at least, when I have a dream about a lion, it can either mean two things: that one, your protector stepping up, or two, that someone is about to take a strike. And that
depends on, was a lion sitting? Was a lion reaching for you? Was it growling? Was it looking up, looking at you? Those kind of things will tell you what it was doing. If it was sitting there, very broad, those are definitely your protections. Your protectors are there. But see, it also could be if the lion was kind of fierce looking. It could also mean someone's trying to stop her from getting rid of what's going on to her.
Why am I pointing like you can see the screen over here? Like I'm pointing at it like, look, and you're not, you can't see my finger.
It was stalking. So if it was stalking you, then it sounds like it's trying to stop you from what you need to do, from what God's magic just told you you needed to do.
Also, there's some monitoring spirit. That's one thing I keep hearing for you. I don't know for sure now. I'm not going to claim anything, but I do feel that there's a monitoring spirit working through someone that you wouldn't think actually that is one.
Is it like an ancestor or something?
I don't pick up on anything like that. All I know is that the monitoring spirit that I saw in my mind is a person that's stealing all of your energy. And because there's so many different monitoring spirits that come around, some for information, some for your energy, some for this, some for that. I know they're all designed in their own way, but I don't know. This one is just taking your energy, taking your thought processes away. You can't think straight. You're feeling, dizzy, tired. You're feeling sick sometimes. Like it's a sign that a monitoring spirit is operating in your house or in your dreams, or it could be attached to you.
Monitoring spirit? I never heard of that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if New Age religion came up with it or if it's from Christianity, because what the stories I've heard is that monitoring spirits are the spirits that basically spy on you for a practitioner or said person, and they go back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and they go back to the person.
They have multiple names then. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
tired. Yeah. That's insane. Like I'm not going to understand why people are doing this to other people. We had this conversation, I think yesterday. Why do people spend so much of their time and energy on hurting someone slowly?
Exactly. Because they know that you're about to be, on top. Like her time is coming. Like your time is coming. And what's happening is people don't want you getting there. Nobody that sees us doing good, that that might not be having a good life themselves, actually end up accidentally speaking stuff on someone, or someone who's jealous, or just in general, you might be getting hit with just the whole energy of the world right now, and you're trying to find what's going on. Well, one thing I can tell you is, as long as you stand strong in your being, because you are a spirit inside of flesh, you can tap into your deity's energy and have that protection and walk in it, and know that no matter what you do, you're going to be protected, and that you'll be a spectator as you watch those people get repayment, if that makes any sense, Ember.
I have a question. How often do you cleanse, whether it be cleansing through prayer or through other energies? Like, how often do you cleanse, and how often are you interacting with people? Like, for me, my job, I interact with a lot of people. So back before, I used to do a lot of like cleansings with my own energy and energy from other places, and now I do a lot more with the prayer and cleansing that way. But like it stays on you. It's just like how you have to wash your hands after you touch a lot of things.
Right.
The ick is there. And especially if you're a spiritual person. If you're a spiritual person, like that ick gets on you, and you want to definitely, because that could help with the tiredness too, while you're working through getting rid of the monitoring spirit, you called it?
Monitoring spirit, yes. I almost called. You'd be like, I know you just didn't do that to me on YouTube. And I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Almost said, yes, ma'am.
Oh, look at here.
I haven't in over a year. I left my teaching position and watched my grandbaby now during the week, and I rarely leave the house.
Okay. And this is also, a lot of people don't like to hear this because babies are precious, but babies, they are like big conductors for spirits. They're so innocent. They open up shit all the time. They're always opening up something. And it's especially if your baby has a spiritual gift, like handed down or just has it and is opening up these. I dealt with it with three kids. All three of my kids. They were always opening up something. They're precious, but they don't know better, especially if they're gifted though,
Right. Let's see. Just scream out loud and tell this entity it cannot have you. Do this often. And I had for the last 2 years, I was tired and wanted to leave this world. I am just now getting some energy back. Period. I'm so happy for you.
I love that. If you scream and you clap and get that energy, absolutely. That is very back to basics and very powerful. Yes, I agree with Sherry Wood on that. It's beautiful. Oh, I got goosebumps because, man, that's old school.
Right?
Grandma doing that. Get out of here.
This whole live is just giving me goosebumps.
Woo! Look at it. Look at those hairs. Love that. I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any more questions?
I love that. Bring some more old school stuff in here, y'all.
Right. That. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm good on this live. I really thought I was just going to be talking about legalistic religion. And God said, no, we're going to do a reading.
You got to do what you're called to do to make it a successful video. If someone's here that needs help, then you help them. If you got a message, then you need to tell them. I mean, that's what you're here for.
Right.
You're creating your whole business, your company for this very reason. So you need to be more like, all right, I need to do a reading. All right, I'll pop them out.
Right.
You're called to do so.
What did you say? You're lag. Okay, now you're back. What were you saying?
I said, if you're called to do so.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was always thought.
Sorry, I keep talking over you.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Obviously, you got something to say. Go.
I said I'm enjoying this very much.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna ignore this one. So where were we when we started doing readings?
Why are you ignoring it?
Well, it's not nobody here. It's my grandmother. Okay. I'm just kidding. My grandmother likes to just.
Is she behind you clapping?
No, she's talking about tomato sandwiches.
Oh, I love mayonnaise and tomato sandwiches with those big steak tomatoes and salt and pepper. Oh my goodness.
Yep. And then you have Amy's mama talking about her coffee on her altar needs to be refilled. So I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm doing a live right now. Please. Y'all usually ain't this active when I'm live. Y'all usually chill. But I guess because of the activity, they're just like, hey, let me.
Yeah, the energy was vibing. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna find this.
Don't you start getting lost?
I'm not getting lost. I'm trying to figure out where to put back. Like I'm looking through the comments to see what we were last talking about.
We've been all over the place, but it's been good. I feel like it's been good.
Right. I actually don't know, but I'm feeling like I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know. I'm okay. So I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm not gonna do any more because I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous. But someone, I don't know who you are, but the paperwork you're about to sign, you make sure you reread the part where it says the terms and conditions and what will bind you to this contract, or what will bind you to this property, or will bind you to this store.
This gym membership, whatever it is that you're about to sign, the message is read the fine print twice.
That's
and
all. That's
if you want to. I have to deal with people so often who don't read the fine print and get stuck in bad situations, and you definitely want to do that. Now look, right. There's only 5 people in here. I feel like everybody in here deserves a card pull. I feel like everybody in here. If you want to get a card pull, because I mean, there's not that many of us here right now, so I feel like let's do it. Like that would be a great way to end the video, is give everybody a card pull. I'm not saying a full reading, but like if you want a card pull and you want just to focus on a question, you can, or if you just want like an answer just to see what it tells you, why don't we do that?
What I was waiting for you to start, because if you come up with an idea.
Well, I'm asking if anybody wants one, because you don't want to tell nobody's business if they don't want it.
Right.
So anybody who's here watching, if you want a card pull, just put me or please or I or hello or whatever.
I'm actually going to change the layout of this so I can look at the screen better. It's going to be looking like this, but I have to.
You can see my pores. What are you doing to me?
You cannot see anything. All I see is beauty.
Stop it.
Girl, beauty doesn't never age.
Okay, I'll take that. Okay, Sherry Wood would like a pull.
Come on, Miss Tequila. Double tag.
I'm getting the angel ancestor cards out because these are beautiful.
I should have grabbed some of my books a million. I was thinking about getting some more. I only had this one set that I use.
It's okay. We're right here. It's a last minute thing.
Okay, I'll put her up on the screen so I can focus on her name. Ooh. Okay. Do you want to start first? Or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'm still pulling. Go ahead.
Okay, so with this card, I'm gonna look at it for just a second. I don't know what you are. How do I word this? Because this is very simple, but I don't know how to word it right. Okay, so I don't know what's exactly holding you back or what's in your way of getting something you want. I don't know if this is this material or is this spiritual? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let me pull another card. Hang on.
I was going to pull one, but then they fell out. So I'm going to have to share all of them. So first I got was Heavenly Guide, Seek Answers from the Heavens. It's going to make sense in a minute when you see the other card. Okay. And then I got Protect Your Inner World right here. Soul Guardian. And then Embrace the Wisdom Within the Shadows and Interpret Your Night Dreams. So what I come from this right here is that there's going to be either something that you're dealing with or you're already starting to deal with it or you know it's coming, and you're going to get help and answers through your dreams. So it's telling you pay attention to your dreams, even if it's a daydream, even if you're just kind of, dozing out and you get a message. It might be good for you to have something to write so you don't forget if you're like me. And then like an hour after I wake up, I'm like, damn, that dream was good, but I don't remember it. So it's definitely something that you are going to have to get tough with. I don't want to say get dark with, but you're going to have to get a little rowdy with it. And you're going to have the answers you're looking for through your dreams. That's what came out. All 4 of these cards popped out.
I got 3. You can't see it because of the blur effect. I like it. So I think I might need one more card too. Yep, I might need 2 more actually, because there's a situation. I don't know if this is you resisting what could possibly be good. What I don't know, because the cards are not really being loud right now. So never mind.
Because it wasn't supposed to be a full reading, but a card pull, and it's given a lot of answers. I mean, it's given a lot more information
Yeah, I'm just going to ask for one specific word, something.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. All right, so the card that I'm looking at is showing something about self-love and self-respect and not resisting self-love and self-acceptance, and also learning how to let people in your heart and not keep them back. That's all I got. I just had to make it really quick, just in case. Because once I start going, I won't stop sometimes.
Well, this isn't a full reading, so you have to stop. You have to. You have to just give the message that you're supposed to give.
Right. Sherry, is Sherry still here? I hope that helped you.
And like I always tell people, you can always change what your cards say to you. You can always change, the like timelines. We were talking about that. When you get warnings, like if you knew something was coming and you could change it, then you can always, these are just messages. These are not like, this is what's going to happen no matter what you do. That's not what this is about. They're messages to help you to, help you with prosperity or help you with, damage control. They're messages to help you. Oh, and this is Enchanted Orange Blossom.
Yes, ma'am.
I left my Lenormands at work. But I like these.
Oh, let's see. Enchanted Orange Blossom. I don't know if I can do this reading on live now. Or this one card that I got. Let me change it. Let me see if I can get something else. Ooh.
Okay, good. No cards are falling out this time.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I have 2 cards, so I'm just going to do a little bit of these. I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so the one thing that I know is coming up is definitely, God help me edit this a little bit, please. It's not bad, don't worry. It's how I'm wording it and hearing it is the different, if that makes any sense. How I'm hearing it is how I want to say it. I want to try to say it a little bit different than what I'm hearing it as, but more self-control, more getting more in control with your emotions. And the other thing is too, that with the other card too, I don't know why I keep seeing the number 3. So I don't know if it's 3 things you know what. I just got cut off, so I don't even know. The one message you were supposed to get was self-control and don't resist yourself. Don't resist the control you have with your emotion, and also, yes, with your yes.
Stand fearless in adversity. Stand your ground in the situations.
Right. Mm-hmm. Definitely when it comes to emotions. Hello from Scotland.
How are you? Oh my God. Like the time difference is so different.
Right.
I never get to catch her live, but I get to see them after.
She said, battling with that. Thank you both. Hi from Scotland vlogs. Okay.
It says legalistic Christianity with tequila, but I'm not a legalistic Christian. God's magic just type that all funkified. No one here is legalistic, and we couldn't change it because we were already live. This card that comes out that says stand fearless in adversity. I'm kind of worried. Well, not worried, but I wonder if Orange Blossom is about to come into some judgment.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yes. That actually has come up before. So, yeah.
Okay.
Not to put any business out there, Enchanted Orange, but I'm just saying.
Your angels are telling you got this. Like it's not as bad as it's going to seem.
Oh, I just almost accidentally X's off.
6 minutes, homie.
Right.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of conversation tonight. I think it's been really good. So is there anybody else that wants a card pull before we pop out of here?
I might make this a regular thing.
I think it's good. I've done it.
Well,
before.
I mean, I thought we could do the Bible study on what, Saturdays or Sunday? What weekend day is busy for y'all? You know what I mean? That's the questions I would have to ask. What busy days are y'all have? We can make it any day we want.
Yeah. Saturdays is usually the day that I'm spending with the family or yard work and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know, but you don't have to focus it around me.
Hello.
Hello. Oh. What time is it there? Like, I'm curious to what time.
Oh wait, I got it on my phone. Hang on, because my mom's up there. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Mindy's up there. Yeah. Let me see where she's at. I got her location. Hang on, and I'm gonna share all this tea. Okay, everybody can. She is in what is that? Metairie right now. So right past New Orleans.
Oh, well, then she's not in Wells yet.
Yeah, she's not there. But I do have the times on my phone. Look, I got all these times on my. Oh wait, you can't see it because I got it blocking the. You can't see it.
Yeah.
But I got in London right now. It is 12:56 a.m.
Okay.
In Berlin, it is 1:56 a.m. And that's it. That's all I have.
It's 1 a.m. Oh my goodness, you're gonna be so tired. I say that, but a lot of times I end up just in bed, not sleeping, and then I'll grab one of my books or something and take it. Does anybody else want a carpool while you're here?
Thanks, Tequila. I'll always be forgetting. I'm sitting here like, this is so fun, and you're like, carpools, period. I was off track.
The Capricorn will keep you in line. Let's go.
Right. Structure.
Remember, I manage a whole staff and a house, so it's like, I'll help you.
She said, yeah.
You would like one.
Okay.
Do it. Now I am pulling from the Angel's Ancestor, so it's a soft pull.
I honestly don't remember the name of mine, but it's the Shadow Tarot, I think. I can't remember. I'm gonna put her name up here. That way I can tell it on there. Let's see. Just give me one card in Jesus' name. I'm sure we don't anything that needs to be said or spoken. Just one card in Jesus' name. Okay, so what I'm feeling to tell you is that you're about to be entering a state of relaxation and taking your time. And I'm not going to claim that that is going to happen. What I'm saying is, from what I'm picking up on this, is that what you've been through, I don't know if this is the last couple of months or couple of weeks, but it's about to go smoothing. It's about to go smooth. You're about to have a break. That's what we're going to say. You're going to have a little break for whatever you're going through or dealing with.
For you. Drew, can you pick a number? You wanted me for you to pick a number. I'm just gonna start counting.
I'm sorry, Sky just texted me.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's just making a joke.
If not, then I'm gonna pick it for you. Okay, too.
She said, "Oh yeah, my holiday from work is coming. 16, please."
Okay, this one, it says voices of the ancients. Listen to the voices from I can't say that word. Say it for me.
What is it? Listen to the voices from ancient times.
So I did say it correctly, right?
Yes.
And it says to let your inner light shine, dancer of light, and voices from the ancient. This looks like there's going to be, there's going to be a little bit of a change in your path or what you're doing. Like there's going to be something that's going to be more, how can you, kind of like if I worked more with my ancestors, my bloodline, like it's going to be more closer to the heart for you. And it doesn't necessarily mean your magical practice, because this could be in life, your spirit seeking. I know that you do. It's just something that's going to be closer to the heart, which could be family related, that's going to change, and it's in a positive way in your life. It's, isn't it? It's pretty. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's very beautiful.
I keep hearing restoration for Drew Scottish Vlogs too. Restoration, restorement, whatever's been taken or tried to be stolen is going to be restored to you.
Oh, that's a good one. I like when they come out nice.
Right.
Those were pleasant.
This was so fun. We need to do this more. I need to come back on. Yes, we need to do it more.
I've enjoyed it very much. You just got to let me know when.
Well, also, I'll post tonight on our posting on YouTube what days y'all would want to start Bible study. What one day do y'all want to do? You know.
And next time we'll talk about the name before you put it on.
Okay.
So it's like, where am I? So I'm pointing the wrong way. No, that way. That way. Up that way. That's not us.
Woo!
I don't know if any of the people here follow me or Cauldron Witch or Crescent Moon. Tomorrow we are going to be, I don't know which channel we're going to be on, but we're going to be doing divination tomorrow. I think it might be on Kevin's channel. I don't know. We're going to be on one of the 3 channels. Rowan will be there too, but Rowan doesn't post on his channel, so he just kind of comes with us. And so tomorrow we're going to be doing pulls. All of us are going to be doing pulls from our decks.
Spring, I connect more to the ancestors because I'm always in the woods walking. I feel the more period. Yes.
I get that. God's Magic had that experience today.
Yep.
It's a beautiful thing. And
they'll see it on Friday. They'll see it tomorrow.
Maybe we can get into more talking about, magics that people who follow God and Jesus actually do.
Right.
Like to know that we're not all that different. We need to stand together.
Also, let me know what I'll just talk to you when we get off of this.
Why? What?
Well, I think it's 8:00. That's why.
Look at that. Okay. Well, it was a fun hour. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I met some new people tonight, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I really love that share that Sherry did, that Sherry Wood shared, because like, you don't think about these things. There's so many things now that you can do that you don't think about, like what always worked before. You can go to a store and buy all these things, and I absolutely enjoyed that. And I enjoyed new people. There's another ask for a poll. Let's do it real quick.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Oh, who was the one we just talked? Drew Scottish Vlogs. No, that's it's at the bottom. Sorry. This is why I do this right here.
Yes. Do you feel that before I start doing this, Sola Ember, do you feel the energy when you're clapping though? Like, it was so nostalgic for me to read that comment that Sherry left about that.
Right.
It made me really miss my grandma.
Hey, maybe she was speaking to you through her.
Right? Because, my grandma was never happy with, like, tarot cards. She always wanted me to read playing cards like our ancestors did, because,
right.
What they read. And so she was never into all this other stuff. She's like, everything you need is on you. Okay, I'm going to pull this card.
The tingles down my body. It seems like everybody is kind of coming up with the similar messages on my end. Like this one for Carrie. It's Carrie, isn't it?
Lunar tide. Lunar. Oh my. Look. I think it's Carrie Lunatide, right? Lunar tide. I'm not. I just butchered basic words. I apologize. I butchered it. Okay, what is your message? I got mine ready.
I might have to redo it because I was looking at Drew Scottish vlogs for it, but this one This one does say though that basically that Drew Scottish vlog says, crap, I can't vlog today. I was gonna say Drew. That Drew's message is basically just be careful who she associates with or allows into her home. That's all about it. That's it.
It's for Drew.
Yeah.
Okay. And Carrie is the correct pronunciation for this name.
Okay.
It's rough spelling. I love it. Okay. So the card that I pulled for you, I'm sorry. One of my many. It says see the future and seize opportunities. And it's an eagle vision, which seems like you're going to have some new opportunities coming your way, whether it be because it's not a full reading. I can't tell if it's finances, if it's work, if it's love, but it seems like you kind of know what's coming. Like you already are either doing spell work for this or you're needing this or, you're praying for it, whatever your practice is that works for you. And, it's basically telling you seize your opportunities because it's a coming. It's already in the works. But I don't know if it's love, if it's money, if it's work, if you're trying to have a baby. I can't get in more details about it.
Are you done with yours, Tequila, or you got more?
Yeah, only one card fell out.
Okay, same with me over here. All I hear is balance too. With that message, it goes along. I wish I can show you, but if you can barely see it. Balance. How do I turn this off?
It's okay.
Balance is all I hear. Make sure you have some balance in any part of your life.
More. We all need balance. Pull another card. Like, this is my reading. I'm talking for Carrie. I'm like, pull another card. We all need that. Look, okay, what just fell out? That's for Carrie. What fell out?
Well, I can't show you. There are blurs in the way. So I don't know if this is emotional stability, but then this card is like a lot of things at once. So emotional stability, or it could possibly be, I don't know why I keep hearing cholesterol balanced or something like that. I don't know. That's weird.
Health-wise.
Yeah, health-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all, pretty much. Okay. A balance into something. Oh, here's some more cards.
Well, this was fun. I've enjoyed myself.
Me too. I can honestly keep going for like hours and hours, but I don't know if we're going to make it past 10 o'clock.
No. This girl's got to work tomorrow. My husband gets up at 3 a.m. So that's but that's fun, and we can definitely do like these segments if this is something that you want to do more regular. Of course, we're not going to name it Legalistic Christianity with Tequila.
Mm-hmm.
But you figure out another name because it's going to be on your channel, and then I'd be happy to come here and then we can do pools at the end of it. It's easier to do random pools whenever there's not so many people in at the time of the live. And then after the live, of course, we can't do it because we're not there. So, but they can see it and then try to show up next time. And I've always enjoyed doing pools. That's why I'm looking forward to tomorrow with the guys, the girl and the guys. Mm-hmm.
Me, you know what?
What? Hold on. I know we're supposed to get off of here.
No, okay. Not that.
Carrie said they're working from a hotspot, so they missed it. And then also said, I'm literally watching from a hospital bed. So then I guess it was for medical reasons, and then that's what you got. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a little shocking to me, not gonna lie. It's just what I see, it's shocking. If you are so genuine about your spirituality, it's gonna shock you. It's no matter what.
I'm gonna say a prayer for you tonight, Carrie, though. That everything gets better for you. I'm gonna add you to my prayer list for tonight. I don't know what's going on, but
me too. I'll burn a candle for you too.
I do this. So throughout the day, if there's anybody else I feel like I need to pray for, then I write it down. And then when I do my prayers at night, I pray for those people. Some people make it multiple days, you know, depending on the situation and everything. And sometimes people don't even know I'm doing it for them. I'll see someone I have someone on my list that works at Target that I saw today. And he had some kind of brain surgery, and he, you know, is, not completely as a regular person would be.
Right.
And the people that were working there were being really rude. And I was really irritated with them today. And I had to say something. And I'm going to pray tonight that they see through his disability, because he is a very happy person. So he's also on my prayer list for tonight. And I do that all the time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, Carrie. We'll definitely be praying for y'all.
Yeah.
Let me actually write that down too. I'm just gonna write them all down. Actually, I'll just go rewatch and find out the names.
Well, I have Carrie down as well. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Yes, ma'am. So if anybody would like to just leave a comment down below when this live ends of what days y'all would like to do Bible study, just let me know and I'll let Tequila know and we'll talk about it. But well, I'll see y'all in the next video, and y'all be safe out here, and definitely have a great night and get some sleep. I love y'all.
I'm praying for you tonight, Carrie.
All right, bye guys.
I don't have the button. You have the button.
I forgot.